Hello. Can you? Okay, it's working now. Oh my! I don't know what to do. Okay, I think we're all good now. For some reason, my model was not picking up what it was supposed to. It was picking up my face. I just spilled water all over myself, like covered. I feel like a real squid now. What a great way to start the stream. I have no clue why it's not detecting my face well. I am literally shining a massively bright light in my face right now, but it's okay. Hello, welcome, welcome Pam, welcome I'm suck, whatever, just gonna say suck. Welcome in, hello. We're starting off really rough right now with my model tracking. But that's okay. I've never claimed to have a polished stream in any way. I was trying to figure out how to hide tabs on Google. Because you know, like, sometimes you can get it where it, like, goes upwards. I don't know how to describe this. They go up. And you can't see them anymore. Until you put your mouse up there. I don't know how to do that. But whatever. Music, yes, the music is such a vibe. I love streaming and seeing my model. I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. I don't care. It's so bouncy and fun. I always forget how fun it is to just watch it until I stream again. Ugh, I wouldn't be forgetting if I did it more often though. Oh. You're a real squid. I am a real squid. And remember, friends, there's not success without sucking first. You are so right. Exactly. Yep. So true. So true. Words to live by. Words to die by. If I'm being honest, let me be honest right now with why I have actually been so busy. I mean, it's partially because I am just chronically exhausted and tired, so I just don't have the energy to stream most days. But also, I did decide to go back to college. So actually, the reason why I'm so busy right now is because I am currently in school. And have not had time to stream because I've been studying like a good student. And I've also been watching anime because I'm slightly obsessed with anime. So that's been my current life. Yeah, education or something, college or something. I don't know. I'm gonna be a smart squid. Yay, anime. Yes, I'm much more excited for the anime. Dude, my life has literally... Oh. Hello? Well, that was really weird. I just went a little bit insane for a second. Literally, my life has just been studying and watching anime and sleeping and all the other things that humans, I mean, squids. You didn't hear that. All the other things that squids need to do in their life. Dude, I haven't even been studying Japanese. I'm so disappointed. I have really wanted to. It's been unfortunate. I feel like I'm really falling behind, although actually not really, because I think it is helping. My obsession with consuming media has been helping me continue to keep up to date by having so much Japanese in my ears. Even though I'm using subtitles, I think it's still helping. I think it's still keeping me at a okay level. But how have y'all been? How has your fall been? Has it been nice? Has it been full of wonderful fall things like leaves on the ground and rain? Did either of you dress up for Halloween? Maybe, maybe not. I didn't, unfortunately. It's really sad. I should have. I'm a little disappointed. But I guess I could still dress up. Nobody's stopping me. I could do it right now. Well, not right now, but I could do it today. Full of college for me, yeah. Relatable. Dressed up in a game? You know what? Close enough. It's basically the same thing. Like, that counts. Do you notice our little friend up in the corner? Up in the right corner? His name is Carl. I know I normally don't like crabs, but I want you to meet Carl. Carl is our friend. He's a chill crab. He doesn't do anything. He just sits in the corner. I drew him like 30 minutes ago. It took me 30 minutes to draw him, unfortunately, because I was drawing with a what is it called? Cursor? Computer mouse? Not the greatest. I hope your college has Japanese lessons. No, it does not. It does not have any Japanese lessons or classes, unfortunately. So I am still all on my own. Not that I would probably take a class anyways, because I feel like at this point, if I were to take a beginner class, I mean, maybe I could. I'm like, I don't want to be too confident with my skills because they're still very bad. I mean, I'm learning so slowly, incredibly. There's some people who are online who are like, I learned a language in a few, like 6 months or something, or I learned a language in like a year to like full fluency. And I'm like, ha ha ha. It actually, I haven't even been learning for a year, which is crazy. It feels like it's been so long, but I actually technically have not. I started learning in like January or December, somewhere in there. So it's getting close to about a year, but I'm still like at a very basic level. I don't feel too confident with my skills to saying where I would be able to skip the first beginner intro level class, but I think I'm getting close to that point, at least in terms of the basics. I don't know. My speaking, 0%. -%. I don't even care though, because I'm not focused on learning how to speak at all. I just want to know how to read and how to listen, to be honest. Speaking, maybe, but I mean, I don't really have anyone to talk to in the first place, so I guess I could find someone, but eh. At least you're not an octopus. They'll eat Carl Crabberfeld. Okay, Carl now has a last name as well. Yeah, so they would eat Carl Crabberfeld. I would also eat I think I would. I don't know. I would probably also eat Carl, but Carl's a chill crab, so I won't do that. I also just ate, so I am not that hungry right now. But if Carl isn't here next time that I stream, you know what happened to him. I won't make any promises that you'll ever see Carl again. OMG, am I dead? Have I died in real time and I'm seeing the squib itself? Yeah, probably. I didn't come to your funeral, I'm sorry. But welcome to the ocean. Welcome to Ocean Hell. That's where we are. Welcome. I tried finding people to talk to on VR chat, but ended up speaking more English than Japanese. Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't use VR chat, so I actually don't really have that much of an opinion on it, but I feel like VR chat, you might have trouble finding. I mean, the thing is also, like, I'm sure some Japanese people come into VR chat to speak English, so like, you're probably gonna get more people wanting to speak English than you would Japanese. You probably have to find group chat room specifically for it, that would probably be the best. I don't know. I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna stop right there because I don't know anything about it. I haven't even tried to find anyone to speak to, and I don't really plan on it, at least for the time being, so I have no advice to offer, but that's unfortunate, and I hope you can find someone to speak to if that is what you wish. I sob and I weep and I finally see you. Oh, me too. Can you see me? I'm weeping. I always forget I have toggles. I really need to use them more. Oh, look, I'm so cute. Wow. Angry squid. I completely forget that they exist. Maybe if I streamed more I would remember, but we'll see. Is the music too loud? I think the music is too loud. It looks too loud. I'm gonna turn it down. I couldn't even hear that. Yeah, it's definitely too loud. Oh, is it? No, okay. Ah! My stream keeps freezing. Can you hear me though? Are you able to hear me? Because if it's just the model, then that's also just happening to me as well. It's not, I don't know why. It's my problem though. It's not like Twitch or like my Wi-Fi. Unfortunately, my Wi-Fi also does like to die, but if it's just the visuals, then that's my fault. I don't know how to fix it though. I could switch to PNG, but I don't really want to. But anyways, sometimes it's the little buffer circle. I don't know how to fix that. Like, unfortunately, I mean, I can't fix the buffering because that's just like a Wi-Fi problem, probably either on your end or my end, but I can reset the VTube Studio and see if that will maybe help. My soul just left my body and came back. I will strike down God and fix it. Don't worry. Yeah, you go do that. I'll leave you to it. I'll trust that you can get that done. Anyways, what have I been watching recently? What do I talk about? How do I stream? I've recently been watching One Piece. I think I've mentioned that on the Discord. One Piece. I'm getting... Alright, be right back. Okay. I'll give you like 10 minutes, maybe. 10 minutes to strike down God. I think that'll be enough time, probably. I mean, it's just a simple task. I have been watching One Piece. I have gotten past the time skip. Ooh. Which tells you how much I've been watching it. Unfortunately, it's a little excessive, but time skip. Pretty cool. I also started watching Bleach. I'm trying to watch all of the big three older-ish. I mean, yes, they're pretty old at this point. The big three. The One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach. I've watched most of Naruto. I have about 100 episodes left. The amount of filler and like extra stuff in that like last main arc that I'm not really gonna name because I don't want to like spoil anyone in case somebody hasn't watched it and wants to, but I'm the kind of person who watches filler, and so it's really frustrating. I know I could just skip it, but I don't want to. I mean, it's just like they drag it out so long. It goes forever. And I know I'm very close to the end of it. Like, I'm very close to this, like, the wrap up. I mean, it's not the last arc. I guess technically there's like one other big one that happens after that, but I'm like the big one that includes like literally the whole entire world. Um, but I have about 100 episodes left, so that will tell you where I am. Anyways, I just can't get past it. That's hilarious. You are so funny. Ephemerality. Yep, that's me. You know it. I got the will of D or whatever that means. I have no clue. I still do not know what that means. I mean, for a while, I thought it was like, okay, this is gonna get into like spoiler territory. So if you haven't watched One Piece and you are planning to and don't want spoilers, then don't listen to me for a second. But I thought for a second that it was gonna be like they're like related. I mean, I guess it sort of is, like everyone's sort of related. I mean, I don't get where it comes from. Like, how does that happen? It has to be my current running theory of what the D in the names means is like they're all related to the people from the missing like century or something. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think that the point is just like, oh, it's the people who are like revolutionary and they like change things and they like make changes to the world and or have a big spirit or something like that. That's like the point, I think. But I think that's where the D is gonna come from. I could be so completely wrong. I don't know. I still have like a little less or over about half of the anime left still, so I have a lot to learn basically. That's my running theory though. Dude, One Piece is so good. I have fallen to the One Piece propaganda. Everyone's like, I watched it for a while and I was like, I do not know why everyone is like loves this show so much. It's like, it's good, but it's not great. But I agree. It's the out of the big three, out of Naruto, Bleach, and One Piece, it's definitely my favorite. I didn't watch Naruto when I was younger, so I don't have like the nostalgia. I didn't watch Bleach. I haven't watched any of them when I was younger. I didn't watch anime when I was younger. So yeah, I 100% agree. Full legal name drop. Yep, that's me. Ephemerality. God gave me meatloaf, so we did a truce. Meatloaf is good. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one there, because as I have mentioned before, I am a vegetarian and I don't care. I'm not like one of those people who's like, you can't eat meat, because I don't eat meat, because it makes literally no sense. So I don't care at all, but I hate meatloaf so much. Meatloaf, actually, in terms of foods, meatloaf is probably my top least favorite food. Number one on the leaderboard is meatloaf. I hate meatloaf. I hate the smell of it. I hate the texture of it. I hate the taste of it. It's disgusting. That being said, I hope you enjoyed your meatloaf. I hope that you had a good meal. I'll leave it to I mean, someone has to enjoy it. It exists for a reason. It's just not me. Revolutionary squid. Not quite. I'm revolutionary in the sense that I am the first squid that can talk, actually, so close enough. Squid going back to college to write a manifesto and start a revolution. Yeah, that's me. You'll be seeing it soon. I'll be printing it in the social media. I was gonna say newspapers, but people don't read newspapers anymore. Yep, next thing you know, it's gonna be like flying over planes and it's gonna be dropping and it's gonna be like I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah. Boo, get off this day. Oh wait, you're non-meat people. Not the non-meat squid. I'm a revolutionary squid that can talk and doesn't eat meat. It's really something. The scientists want meat, but they can't find me. Because the scientists can't find. They can't swim as deep as me because I can deal with the pressure. Manifesto no more meat. I do think some people and sometimes the world would benefit from eating a little bit less meat in general, but I'm not that upset about it. I'm one of those people. I'm the reason why I personally don't eat meat is more just because I just don't like it. That's my personal reason. It's just like a texture and taste thing for me. For the most part, I am. It's just a personal reason. Veggie loaf sounds tasty. Interesting typo. I will ignore it. Yeah, veggie loaf sounds fine. I mean, that would literally just be vegetables ground up and cooked in a chunk, in a hunk, in a glass. People normally cook things in glass, no, or like glass or metal. I don't know. Get iron if you cook it in metal, baby. That seems fine. I still think it would be pretty hard to get down because it's just like ground up veggies, but it'd probably be better than meatloaf. And then a fruit loaf is just fruit cake or something like that. I was going to play Zelda today, but my brain is so fried. When I said I was gonna stream yesterday, I was feeling so good. Going back to anime because it's literally all I know how to talk about right now because it's like my favorite thing ever right now. I was watching Free Red, another one, because I can't stick to one thing. Because Free Red is amazing, and I actually haven't watched most of it, but it's still like one of my top favorite shows, even though I haven't watched most of it. I watched the first 3 episodes of Free Red, and I was immediately like, this is like one of my favorite things I've ever seen. I love it so much. So I finally decided I was gonna stop loving Free Red without having actually seen it. So I've gone to the 5th episode of Free Red, and it is amazing. I love it so much. It's just beautiful. It makes me feel things, and that's one problem that I have with a lot of media and anime and shows in general, is like most of them don't make me feel that much, unfortunately. Like, I'm not one of those people who just cries when I see something sad. I'm like, oh no, ah. I don't really cry at most things, but Free Red can literally just exist and it makes me start crying. I don't know why. It's just like the vibe is just immaculate. It's beautiful. I love it. It's amazing. Even though I've only watched 5 episodes and I still don't know what happens, and it might get worse, but I don't think it's going to. And even if it does get worse, I still love the first 5 episodes. I don't know. It's just, it feels slow. Like, it's not slow, but it's so peaceful. And I feel like our world is very not peaceful right now. And it's so comforting to watch. And it just makes me feel happy. It makes me feel happy, even though it makes me feel very sad and very happy at the same time. I'm like, wow, humans are so beautiful. Even though she's not a human, she's an elf. So maybe elves are so beautiful, but it just makes me happy and sad. I don't know what the word is. Nostalgic? Not really nostalgic. I don't know, it just makes me look at the world in a different light than I normally do. It makes me feel more positive about life, and it makes me want to appreciate everything that I see around me, which is something that I think is hard to do, and it's very easily forgotten, especially for me. I feel like I often forget to appreciate what I have around me, and the people and the things that I have around me, and the circumstances that I have around me. And so it just makes me want to not regret. I mean, that's her whole thing. She regrets not getting to know the dude what's his name? The blue-haired dude. Himmel? She regrets not getting to know him better, so it makes me want to appreciate what I have. And the fact that I don't have a super long life, so I need to love it while I exist. And it just makes me smile. It makes me cry and smile at the same time. Fruit loaf. Oh my god, there's such a fruit loaf. Yep. That is something you could say. I have never had fruit cake. Unfortunately, I'm actually quite curious because I have heard that fruitcake is, or fruit bread, I don't know what's called. Is it fruitcake? I'm a fruitcake, no. I have heard that it's not great. I don't know why though. I don't know if it has a bad I feel like it just has a bad reputation. I feel like it's not actually that bad. I'm really curious. I need to just make it myself, honestly, because I don't know when I would ever get a chance to try it otherwise. But I don't want to like make a whole thing and then be like, oh wait, this is actually bad and I don't like it and I'm just gonna throw it away now, because I would feel like that's a waste. So maybe I just need to go find it someplace. I think isn't it like a holiday thing? Like isn't it more of a winter thing? So maybe I would be able to find it somewhere. I don't even know where I would find it. I'm very curious what it tastes like though. Free run, yay! Yes! Love free run! So excited. Oh my gosh, I love free run. Free run is amazing. Beautiful. Top 10. I have a really hard time ranking my favorites because I'm just like, I love everything, and almost every single anime that I watch that is even moderately good, I'm like, this is amazing and I love it. But free run is like above that. It's like above the normal loving. It's like, this is actually spectacular. And it's not even that like special. That's the thing. Like I watch it and I'm like, okay, she's not really doing much. There's not that much going on. Like they're just traveling, but it's just, it is. It's weird. I don't know why. I'm not like a good critic. I can't like look at something and be like, this is why I feel that way. And this is the things that it's doing to make me feel and pluck at your heartstrings or whatever. I can't really identify that because I guess I could probably see it better if I watch it for like a second time or third time, but the first time I'm watching it, I can't really immediately see it because I don't harshly critique things normally that I watch. So I don't know why, but I'll stop, I guess, what is the word? Glazing. I'll stop glazing. Although it's not really glazing, it's just appreciation. Free run. Underneath the story, it's like super sad. I mean, it is super sad, but it's not. It doesn't make me feel sad. It makes me feel, I don't know. I mean, like, it is sad, but I don't think it's, I don't have the words. I don't have the words. If you've watched it, you know what I mean. If I had more time to like sit and think about it quietly on my own, then I could probably come up with a good way to describe it, but at the moment my mind is not in the place to do that. It only gets better. I hope so. I'm a little worried because I just got to the point where the red-haired guy with the axe gets introduced. I'm a little worried about how he's gonna fit into the story. Oh, my internet's dying. Hopefully it's working now. Okay, should be back. Anyways, I just got to the point where the red-haired guy with the axe gets introduced. I'm a little worried how he's gonna fit into the story because I don't know. He's another human, and right now it's been very focused on like Freeran, and I think it will continue to be, but I feel like it might end up being more focused on like the two humans. We'll see. I don't know. I can't really judge it before I've seen it. I'm just slightly worried, but I'll trust you in that it only gets better. I think it will just continue to be good. I don't know how it could get any better. It's kind of that no frills vibe, detox from a lot of the angsty anime, although It makes me like, it's somewhat angsty itself. The anime that makes me detox from the angsty vibes of most anime is Slime. That time I got reincarnated as a slime. And that one also does have some stuff in it, but I don't know. I never really thought it was that serious. That one is a very just have a good time, happy, become spoilers. Become a demon lord kind of vibe, you know? Like, just why not? I mean, it's not why not. He did it for a reason, but still. But yeah, I guess another thing is like Free Run is a very big breath of fresh air after coming from a show like One Piece, which is like full of like extra scenes that don't really need to exist and like random arcs that are just not really holding any purpose. I mean, some of them do come back later, which is I like that some things happen and you're like, this doesn't have any impact to the story at all, and then it comes back later, you're like, oh wait, it actually sort of did. But it's much more short and to the point, and I do think that is a much different feeling from like One Piece or Bleach, especially Bleach. Okay, yeah. Hello, Barred by Moonlight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of people told me in my 20s that I couldn't possibly get better, but I did. Oh, I could get better. That's great. That's good. I'm glad that you improved. I think it's a little bit sad when people don't improve in their lives and they just stay the same. So it's good that you have improved. I really need to do just like a super long stream and just commit to it and try to finish this first Zelda game, because I really want to get past it. It's been too long. I've been dragging this on for so long, and at this point I can't just like skip it. I can't just be like, nah, I'm just gonna skip it and go to like the third game. I have to keep playing it, like I have to finish it at this point. But what else? You should also try to break the crack habit while you're at it. Yeah, I'll do that. That's on next on my list. It sort of always falls to second place, so I don't really get around to it, but you know, one day. It's really interesting how much lag my model is having. I don't know why. Ah, don't fry me. Sorry, that was a very late reaction. My brain processed that like 2 seconds late. If I may give a shred of advice, break the crack habit after the long stream. That way you will have energy for this stream. You're right, yeah. So I definitely should prolong it, and that stream will probably happen in like a few months, so I can just keep it for a few months, and that will be a great thing to have in my life. If anything, that makes me never want to do it, because that means that I can just keep the habit for the rest of my life. Gotta crack a few eggs to make an omelet. Squid omelet. Do squids have eggs? Yes, they do. They do, right? I think. Don't they have like translucent eggs? Oh yeah, those things. Oh, they're nasty. Yeah, yep, they do look, they are something. Interesting. That is very strange. What's a good picture? It sort of looks like an anemone-ish. Not really. I don't know. I'm gonna find a picture and put it on here. I think I've already shown a picture, or actually I might have even shown this exact picture before. I'm not sure, but I will show it again because it's been a while. Ah, nope. What? Show it, please. There you go. This is what squid eggs look like if you were ever curious and wanted to know and never ever want to use them to make an omelet because they just look very strange. They're probably filled with water. Maybe. Anyways, I don't really want to keep looking at that. Think you can find some fruit loaf at a local bakery soon? It's getting around to that time of year. Yeah, maybe. I don't really go to local bakeries often. Actually, I don't even... We had a local bakery that I did go to occasionally, but I don't think they're in business anymore. So I would have to find a new one, but we don't really have that many. That's not an excuse, though. I'm sure I could find something. Anyways, let's go back to what I was originally trying to do. I was trying to hide my tabs on my Google thing so that I could do this, but I'm not sure how to hide them. I know it's like you can do like fin, like F something. Hide tabs. I know at least like some laptops have the ability to do that. I don't really need to. Whatever. I will just do this. Hello. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. I just thought it might be fun to have a little bit of a drawing pad while we chat. Maybe I can draw some fun things while I chat about it. I don't know. I could draw how do I use this? I don't even know what this is. This is just like a random drawing thing that I searched up at right before the stream because I wanted to find a way to draw. I don't know how to do filling. Oh, there we go. Fill it with green. Fill it with... There we go. Okay. We are on to something. Oh, nope. Beautiful. I'm gonna draw free run because that's what we were talking about. So we can have free run up on the screen. Free run's a little bit hairy on the edges, but that's okay. And then she has like pigtails, right? Okay, those are a little dramatic. Let me, there we go. I don't remember what free run looks like. Oh wait, you're right. I could draw. Actually, you're so right. If you do end up baking fruitcake and don't like it, you could always try to sell it off to college students. Yeah, honestly, just college students do not care at all. I wouldn't even have to sell it. I could just cut it up, put it out on a random table and say free fruitcake, and it would be gone within like probably 2 hours. College students do not care if you leave out random food. They will take it. Like stranger danger? Nope. Dangerous cooking? Unclean cooking utensils being used in this? Who cares? Random sedatives snuck into food? Nobody cares. I mean, maybe I'm just being a little paranoid, but at the same time, I'm not the kind of person who could just go up and eat anything random that was said free fruitcake. Like I couldn't do it. Or even free pizza. I think college students would be much more likely to take free pizza than free fruitcake, but still. Draw squid red? No, squeakoo. Yes, okay, well, we will draw squeakoo while I continue to chat. I forget what I look like. What do I look like? I will warn you right now. Actually, I don't even think you need the warning. I am not an artist. Despite the fact that I made my model, that should not let you be tricked that I actually can draw. Especially with the computer mouse. Okay. We got the mantle as the scientific name or something like that. Okay, beautiful. Close enough. Okay, we got a head. And then my tentacles are going to be very small because I don't have room. Is there a way to move this up? Sort of. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's fill it maybe? How do I do this? Okay, fill this lower part. Oh no, this just moves the whole canvas. Never mind. Select. Nope. Well, don't worry about it too much. That's not a concerning concept at all. Honestly, I have not been listening to as much Vocaloid music recently. Unfortunately, I have sort of grown a little bit tired of it because I've been listening to it for probably like 2 years. I mean, like, I've known about it for longer than 2 years, but I sort of really listened to it a lot for a while, and then I sort of got a little tired of it, and then I started listening to it again, and now I'm back to the phase where I'm like a little bit tired of it. So I have been trying to find some new music. I'm not really sure what to listen to at the moment. I mean, I do still listen to some. Like, I still really like... Currently, my favorite Vocaloid producers are probably, like, Giga and, of course, Kikuo. And then... who else? What's that one name? I don't remember. Yunosuke, I think that's the name. And like some other random assorted songs. But Vocaloid tends to follow a sort of, especially recent or newer Vocaloid songs, at least more popular recent Vocaloid songs have been, I don't know how to do this. Do I like put the hair down here, or do I guess it would just be like on the top. More recent Vocaloid songs have sort of been following this trend where the music sort of sounds similar. And there's like very specific, I don't know exactly what it is. But like the drums are similar, the guitar is similar, the overall idea is similar, and I've gotten a little tired of that. I'm having a really hard time multitasking right now. How does hair look? How does hair look? That's a great question. I don't know. I feel like that's not awful, right? Okay, that's not awful. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not using a reference photo. I'm only going off of my memory of what Miku looks like. I do not have any way to verify if what I'm doing is correct. But I think I've stared and seen Miku enough to have a general idea. Okay, and then she has these like triangle rectangle things. I think it's, how does it look? It's like black. How do I draw this? Like this? Like but like they don't need to follow the way. No, this is not correct. How does it look? I feel like her pigtails are a little too wide, so the triangles look wrong. And then it has some red in it, I know. I cannot draw a straight line. I don't know if I have a favorite Vocaloid. For a long time, for a while it was Miku. I think now I've really grown to like the others, like Kaito and Luca specifically. Still not a big fan of Mako, unfortunately. She's fine. I think especially like for vocals, for like character-wise, I really like Luca right now. For vocal-wise, I'm really liking Kaito. Of course, there's a lot of other ones that are less well-known, but I also don't know them because they're less well-known, and I'm not the kind of person who's like super heavily into researching and knowing every single one. So I'm not really aware of all of the not as popular ones, but I would say Kaito's probably one that I've been liking the vocals of a lot and trying to find newer songs, or not newer songs, but just find songs in general. But I have not been finding, oh my gosh, I cannot draw a straight line. Is there like a ruler tool? Or a line tool? I don't think so. That's fine. But yeah. I'm trying my best here, okay? This is getting progressively rougher. Maybe I should not do this. Let's remove these. These are going badly. What else can I add to Miku? I know she has headphones. I think the fact that I have headphones, and they're like sort of like circular-ish. They're like a square, but then they have like a circle. It's like a circle square. And those go along her head like this. Wow, headphones. And she also has a microphone. I know this is like not where my face is. Like my face is right here. but you know, close enough. I'm sure my head can also speak. Okay, microphone. Okay, great. She does need something holding her pigtails together, though. I just don't know how to do this because I didn't draw them quite correctly. Okay, great. That looks beautiful. Stunning. What else does she have? I don't think she has much more in terms of like... She has her tattoo. Okay, there we go. This is Squeaku. Welcome, Squeaku. Say hello. It's a beautiful masterpiece. If I don't say so myself, I really don't like that this is touching the bottom though. I want this to be a separate from the bottom. There we go. Okay, that's a little bit better. There we go. The beautiful masterpiece that is Squeaku. I logged into Genshin recently. It was like a few months since I've logged into Genshin, and I played it for one day, and I haven't gone back since. But it was interesting. They've just added basically Roblox in Genshin. It's a little strange. I don't really like it. It's literally Roblox, but in Genshin, and Roblox is better. I don't play Roblox or use it at all, but it just does what it does better. I'm sure, it's just the very beginning of the release, so I'm sure they'll probably improve it. Maybe. But it sort of seems like they're just trying to get people to come back in any way possible. I don't know, but let's do this. Beautiful. What a masterpiece that is. I don't know how I would actually try and make a proper one. I don't know how I would Oh, I forgot my fins. Oh no. I'm bald. I'm already bald, but I'm double bald. It's okay. It's okay. We'll just pretend that they're like tucked behind my body, my mantle. Because I cut them up in a fishing net accident when I tried to save Carl the crab, and I needed them to be bandaged to the back of my head so that they could grow back properly. And then it was Halloween, so I decided I needed a costume, and I decided to become Squeaku. But they're still missing because the accident took them away for quite a long time. So that was actually a picture from Halloween, not from now. They're finally back, as you can see, but yep. I tried journaling recently. It's interesting. When I was younger, people are like, try keeping a diary. It's like fun to write about things, and you can keep a log of your life, and it's good to get your thoughts out. And I tried it, and I was like, I hate this. I can't write. Okay, I cannot go into a book and write, Dear Diary, blah 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 blah. I can't do it. It's just, oh. I couldn't do it now, and I couldn't do it when I was younger. It felt so hard to keep myself accountable trying to write, but I started a new book that's sort of just like a write whatever you feel like book. It's like, write your thoughts, write your grocery list, write new ideas, draw a picture because you feel like it. It's sort of that, it's just like a random notebook. And it's interesting because now, without the pressure of like trying to write it as like a diary, you can sort of just write whatever you want. I end up writing so much. I literally cramp my hand up because of how much I will end up writing. It's just like train of thought. Like once you get your mind thinking, once you actually get yourself to sit down and not listen to music and not watch anime, not think about how you need to do 5 assignments that are due tomorrow, and you just let yourself think about other things. It's crazy how you can just go and go and go. Yeah, the free flow. You get into this flow state. I literally will write like 10 pages in a day if you let me, until my hand cramps up, because I could just keep writing about anything forever. Of course, it's not of a much substance. It's sort of just random scribbles. If I go back and try to read it now, I'm like, what was I even writing about? What was I thinking? But it's sort of fun. I encourage you to try it sometime. Just sit down and try to write out your thoughts and see where it takes you. See what you have been thinking about. I don't know. I find personally, I have a really hard time with not trying to constantly fill my life with stimulation and fill it with things like gaming and anime and doing homework or listening to music or looking at like TikTok or I don't know, doing something like that. And so it's really hard for me to just sit down and like not do anything or just like write or like reading even. I mean, reading is better, but I just don't let myself think very much, which I think is a common problem nowadays. But it's really nice to just let yourself think and not do anything, even though it feels unproductive. Detox, yeah, you could say it's a detox. I encourage you to try it sometime. It's nice. Last time I wrote about, though, literally I spent like 2 pages just gushing about how much I like Robin from One Piece. It's a little embarrassing. She is definitely my favorite character, at least right now. I love Robin. She is amazing. I don't know. I have my thoughts about her time skip design, and I know I've looked it up. I've seen her original design doesn't have dark skin, so like it's not that weird that they changed it, but I still like her design better when she had like a tan or dark skin or whatever you want to call it. But it is what it is. I absolutely love her pre-time skip design. It's amazing. And she's still cool now. I like her personality in general. Nico Robin, yes, Nico Robin. It's so funny every single time someone like recognizes her and they're like, oh my gosh, it's Nico Robin. Like, she's really not that intimidating. I get that's her, like, the whole point and her whole like story, but it's funny. She's so cool. I wish she got more screen time. And I hope she gets more screen time going forward. But it feels like the problem with a lot of the characters in One Piece is that once they get introduced and once they have their main story, they're sort of like, they are still obviously main characters, but they're sort of like in the background and they don't really do as much, and they sort of just like contribute to the main plot, but not substantially. Except for Luffy, obviously, because he's the main character, but Unfortunately, she will not be getting that much more development until something big happens archaeologically. Just like going for a drive, even turning off the music and listening to the engine. I never drive without music or listening to something, which is probably another thing I could be doing and probably would help with giving myself time to think about anything, really. But I really love driving with music. It's so nice because I don't really have good speakers like at home, and I pretty much always just use headphones for everything. Like I don't really like listen to like I don't know much about speakers in general, but I just pretty much use headphones, so it's really nice to play music in the car when you can listen to it with like better speakers, because the car that I have has pretty good speakers, so it's nice. And I like turning up the music because, again, I don't really listen to things loud very much, but when I'm in the car I do, because it's just nice. So unfortunately I don't plan on sacrificing that time. Works better with older cars. Yeah, some older cars you can really hear the engine for sure. You can. I don't know if it's the engine. I don't know that much about cars. I'm sure you know more about cars than me. You seem like someone who's interested in cars, but I think it's actually the muffler. The muffler is something that makes it really loud. Either way, there are some cars that are very loud. Definitely listen to them and listen to whatever sound they're making, whether it's the engine or something else. Don't you hate it when every single time you take a sip of water, your body dissociates from its soul? Common problems. Smart squid. Not really. I do not know that much about cars. I probably should. It's one of those things where it's like you really should know how to at least take care of your car and like how to properly fix basic problems that can happen, but I don't. I'm just like, oh, I can look it up if it happens, but it's not great to always rely on that. I got another game to play in Japanese once I finished the first game that I need to play in Japanese, which I'm still not very far in, which is Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch, the first one. But it's like the remake for Nintendo Switch. I'm not very far in that game, and again, I haven't really had time to study, so I have not really gotten any farther since the time that I last mentioned it, but I got another game because it was on sale and on Steam. I got Ni no Kuni? And it's sort of like, how do I pronounce it? Ghibli? I think it's Ghibli. Ghibli. Which is their correct one? I don't know. It sort of has a similar vibes to that, and I'm sort of excited to play it. It's mainly just in order to practice. Like I'm not that interested in like the story. It doesn't need to be like amazing, but it does look pretty cute and pretty fun. So I will be playing that after I finish Yokai Watch. So probably in a year. At this rate, it's going so slowly. But it's another one that I've heard is like it has fairly simple basic words and it's not that complicated. Of course, any game that you're going to play is going to be way over the level that I'm currently at because I'm still at a very basic level, and even kids know way more than I do. I mean, most kids know how to speak and use most basic words, so long ways away, but it's okay. If you go at it with patience and the willingness to just look up everything and try to learn the new words, then it's not hard to do, despite the fact that it takes like 10 times longer to get through literally anything in the game. Another anime. Let's talk about another anime because it's the only thing I've been doing. Another anime that I rewatched is Given. I love Given. One of my favorite animes of all time. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because the Japanese in that show is really basic. Like, if you want to watch a show that does not have very much complicated word, I mean, it's because it's not like an action show. Like, anything that's an action show is it's gonna be harder because it's like weird action words. But any like slice of life or like romances are much better for learning because they're simpler. So that's a good one, actually. Has fairly simple language. I would recommend it. My brain is going a little bit blank. We could draw another picture, maybe. Imagine watching actual Japanese baby shows. I'm not willing to put myself through that. I know it might be helpful, but there is no way I am going to be watching like Paw Patrol in Japanese, or like obviously not, that's not what I would be watching, but like, you know what I mean. I'm not going to put myself through that. I would rather just suffer and not understand anything. It is a genuine way to learn. I mean, I have been reading, like, you can read little like baby books or like graded reader books or smaller short stories. Those are good. But I don't think I could actually watch like children's shows. The problem is I would get really bored really quickly, actually. That would be the main issue. But it's definitely a viable method, and I'm sure some people have used it and it is helpful. I mean, the problem is at a certain point, you are not getting much out of it because the language is so simple and so babyish, where you're really not even learning how to listen or speak it properly because it's like slow baby talk. It's like, you know, instead of like actual speaking and normal tone and whatever. So at a certain point, it sort of does lose some of its effectiveness. I think it would be nice when you're first learning, when you're very first starting, because it is very satisfying to find a video or a show where you're like, oh my gosh, I actually understand what they're saying. It's so nice. Especially when you're not able to understand pretty much anything. But it's only good for so long. Of course, I'm not a language learning expert. I'm just a person. Actually, I'm not just a person. I'm actually just a squid. So I don't have enough background knowledge to have a fully supported opinion. I started crocheting again recently. It's pretty fun. My model is... Hello? It's really struggling today. Yeah, I started making a swaraf, a swan giraffe combination. I will post a picture once it's done, but it's not currently done, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me because I don't really know where to go from here. I have made multiple patterns without any pattern. I have made multiple objects, made multiple creations without a pattern, but I mainly still use patterns because I'm not like super great at completely coming up with stuff on my own. At least more complicated things. Like I could make basic things, but this is a little more challenging because I am having to come up. I'm like sort of amalgamating, Frankensteining, combining a few patterns together to try and make it, but I also have to somewhat make up partially my own. So it's taking longer for me to figure out how to do it properly and fully build the body, basically. I also started making a gum fruit. Is that what it's called? I don't know if it has a devil fruit from One Piece. Which is really rough actually, because you can make a basic circle and then you have to make all the little like swirlies that are on it, and you have to sew on every single swirly, and sewing things on takes so long. It is an unfortunate thing that I did not really realize when I started. But I'll get it done eventually, and I will also post a picture of that once it's done. But again, if you talk to most crocheters do not enjoy the sewing process, so it'll probably take me a while to actually get myself to do that. And the final thing I started making is a little hat. Also from One Piece, I started making a straw hat because I don't know how to do anything that's not related to my interests. When I go in, I go all in. I wish my model captured my dancing to the music better. Unfortunately, it is a little bit... I mean, right now it's lagging a lot because it's just... I don't know why, but... It's a little bit slow and it doesn't quite capture my quick head bobbing movements. The squid cannot jam. The squid is stuck to be a sad, musicless, jamless squid. What an unfortunate life. Do squids have ears? Do squids have ears? Do squids have ears? Probably. Squids, do they? Wait. How do squids hear? Squids cannot hear. They don't have ears. However, they can sometimes detect vibrations, and some frequencies of sound so they can sort of hear. Interesting. So I'm partially deaf. Or at least squids are. Interesting, interesting. I totally thought they would have ears. I guess like probably most fish don't really have ears. They probably have more of just like a water sensing organ. Interesting. I've learned something new. I feel like once we get to about an hour in, about hour 20 minutes, I start like losing my ability to think of things. Like for the first hour, it's just like insane brain working at 1,000,000 miles per hour. And then after that, it's like, actually, you don't have any thoughts. But that's okay. I'm drawing a river right now. Because I'm thinking of that one river scene in Free Ren where she's laying in a river. I'm not gonna draw that, but let's draw some plants. I think we're in a desert right now. That seems like where we are. And deserts have scorpions. I don't know what a scorpion looks like. That looks like a butterfly. Okay. Deserts also have butterfly. Actually, no, that's a bow. Deserts also have butterflies. Fun fact. And then, okay, what does a scorpion look like? Scorpions? Purple scorpion. They have like circular bulbs. Ah, why did I zoom in? Stinger. Legs. This does not look like a scorpion. I do not remember what scorpions look like at all. Stinger. And then face. This is a scorpion. You would have never seen a more scorpion. Deserts also have cactuses. That is not a cactus. That is a dying cactus. There we go. And then the final thing that deserts have is a sad squid. That has been left on the shore dried up because of the awful rays. Of the sun. Thank you. Thank you. What a beautiful drawing. I am so lost for words right now. It might be best to just end stream, to be honest. My brain has gone completely blank. So I think that's what I'll do. Thank you everyone for joining this short little stream. Thank you Pem, thank you Barred by Moonlight, thank you Zen, thank you Suck, and anyone else who might be here that is currently lurking. I appreciate you joining, and I will try to be back sooner than 2 months this time. Thank you, and goodbye.